you've had to get players in before you get players out at the start of the window, certainly in the central midfield positions and the centre-back positions, most obviously. And that's a risk, because then you have players who sit on big wages and don't necessarily want to go, but also you have to balance that out with, well, you want to get through in the Champions League. You need to give Russell Martin some new players. You need to boost this squad's quality. How many players can you do that with, though? Because Jack Butland is not a small earner within this squad. He's not going to be number 2. If Rangers do move for a goalkeeper, they'd look to move him on. But how do they time that with how big the wage bill could potentially grow as other players are still around, the likes of Robin Proper and Ben Davies? I think Ridvan Yilmaz could start to fall into that camp too. I think Rangers will start to look to actively sell him on in this window if they can find a buyer. We've reported a couple of weeks ago on the fact that Rabbi Matondo's return to pre-season has been delayed due to procedure. The list goes on. Leon King, that's only 5 players off the top of my head. That's before we talk about Clinton and Ciala going out on loan and others. Yeah, Cifuentes. So the difficulty they're going to have is they need to start getting players out to almost not. I don't think it's quite as extreme as last summer where you need to sell before you need to buy financially. I think there will become an element of that, but also the squad will just get too big. And it was already cut down to 25 for the training camp last week, and that was including 6 or 7 players who were left at home and didn't travel.